Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use Minitab to find the relative frequency of a frequency distribution. Our problem says a company was established 4 years ago and it reviewed the number of years each of its 220 employees have worked at the company. We're going to complete the table by finding the relative frequency and we're going to give 4 decimal places when we enter our answer. I want to start by copying the information in my table, right-click to copy. And then in Minitab, in a blank sheet, I'm going to right-click paste. Now a little formatting went on in this particular case that I want to clean up. I have these rows that have asterisks. So I'm going to click on the rows that have the asterisk and I'm going to right-click delete cells. You want to make sure that you're not just in a white cell, that you've actually clicked on the entire row before you hit delete. Now my data looks good and I actually have a name of relative frequency that I want to fill out. So I'm going to hit calculate and I'm just going to use the calculator. I think that'll be the easiest way to do this. We're going to store the results in the relative frequency. And what we want to do is we want to divide the frequency by our total. So I'm going to put in frequency and then I'm going to divide by, and remember back at the beginning it said there were 220 employees. So make sure you're reading your problem to see what your total is. If you don't have the total, you can always find it and I'll show you how to do that also. So let's hit OK. And notice it fills everything in. If you didn't have the total and you wanted to quickly find it, I'm just going to type in total. And then I'm going to go back to the calculator and I'm going to say in the calculator, I would like to know the sum. So let's go here, get rid of where we're going to put it. We're going to put it in the total. I don't want this expression. Instead, I'm going to go down and find sum. And what do I want to sum? I want to sum the frequency. And let's select OK. And there's the 220. So if you didn't have the total already, you could find it. And the directions, it said to use 4 decimal places. You can see we have more than that in our column. So what you can do is go up to the column and right click and it says format column. On format column, you can hit the drop down and it says fixed decimal. So you can change that to 4. That way it's going to do the rounding for you. You won't have to worry about how do I need to round or counting out the decimal places. So let's hit OK. And now you can see it adjusted all of our numbers to be rounded to 4 decimal places. We'll just take those numbers and put them into the assignment so that we get them all correct.